All right, guys, I'm going to show you how you can make an extra $50,000 to $100,000 in the next 3 months without spending more marketing dollars, adding new leads into your business. Literally something you can do today. Let's get into the video. Hope everyone had a happy new year. We are going to be going over something very specific that you should be implementing in your business. And if you're not doing it, you need to be doing it. Too many entrepreneurs, it doesn't matter if you're in wholesale and real estate, if you're selling info products, if you're a growth app, whatever that is, I feel like every entrepreneur feels like to get new revenue in their business, they need more leads. In a case, that does make sense. The way people think about it is they need to be spending more money on ads, they need to be making more content, and they feel like this is the only way to make revenue in business. I would say to all my business owners that have been in business for about 3 to 12 months or more, there's something you could be doing right now. You could probably add another $50,000 to $100,000 in the next 1 to 2 months, depending on how active you are in business, if you just hit your old leads. Obviously, I get hit with this as a business owner as well. I always feel like, okay, we need more leads. But what about my existing pipeline? There's so much money that I haven't made in my existing pipeline yet. Why am I so focused on new leads as my main driver to add revenue in my business? When the leads that are already in my existing pipeline that I paid for, that I nurtured, those people need to get retargeted and reactivated. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're in wholesale and real estate. It doesn't matter if you're in the info space, selling courses. Every single conversation you had, doesn't matter if it's 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you could just simply reactivate it. If that's giving them a call, giving the person a text, saying, hey, how's it going? Just wanted to check in, seeing how everything was going. Let's say you're selling a real estate course. Hey, how's it going? Wanted to check in. How's real estate been going for you? And what this does, it creates conversation where you just have normal conversation until you start asking specific probes where you start pulling the motivation, you start pulling the problem out, and bang, you just reactivated so many leads that you didn't even know existed in the first place. And I did this in my Instagram DMs. Personal testimonial. I've been in real estate for about 2 to 3 years, and I've had so many conversations in my DMs that I've thought they were dead conversations. I thought they were wholesalers that tried wholesaling for 1 month and quit, and I haven't talked to them in a year and a half. And I would have never thought there's money to be made out of these people. I mean, not say that, it kind of sounds bad, but I would have never thought there's money to be made like that. I always need to be reminded as a business owner as well that my current pipeline right now still has a lot of money that needs to be collected. So I literally reached out to every single person I had a conversation with. Hey, how's it going? Just checking in. And then it goes into, how's real estate going? Oh, real estate's not going so well. I'm in this deal. I need help. And me just doing this for 24 hours, I had like 15 people with active real estate deals that I'm now working on to help them move, close. Even if 3 of the 15 deals or whatever go through and I make $5,000 on each deal, that's $15,000 right there. Just in 1 day of reactivating, it was just like 15 people. I have like hundreds of people that I haven't had conversations with yet. And this is just simple reactivation. So to all my business owners, I recommend you guys need to just be reactivating your current pipeline. And you can do this many ways. If it's through Instagram, if you message a lot of people on Facebook, if you have a lot of seller leads on a CRM. In my wholesaling operation, I would make reactivation sequences. And guys, let me know if you guys want me to make a video on this, or let's say I have 1,000 sellers in a database that I haven't reached out to. I'd make a texting campaign. If there's 1,000 agents that I've made offers to in the past, I'd make an emailing campaign asking, hey, is 123 Main Street still available? And then you start yielding in a bunch of responses. We don't always have to look for new listings. There's just so much money to be made in the existing conversations you had that you didn't know you could collect, if that makes sense. So this is some good motivation to all my entrepreneurs, because I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs are still looking to make that first 10K a month, 20K a month. And sometimes you feel lost because you're like, dang, I didn't make any money yet. Let me try to get more leads. Let me try to reach out to more people. And they're coming to this roadblock. And I'm here to tell you, you can still make money with the current conversations you've had. You just haven't worked them enough. Guys, if you guys need help with this, if you guys need help with the reactivation strategy, you can text me on Instagram. I text back anybody. You can text me on, what else can you text me on? Twitter, TikTok. You can text me wherever. But this is probably one of the most important principles as a business owner is lead nurturing. Like, what's the point of getting new leads in your business if all the leads that you got in your business already, you still have so much money to milk out of that current pipeline? So that means I'm not handling my leads correctly. So am I even worthy of getting new leads in my business? That's the real question. Obviously, new leads are everything, but my goal is just out of my Instagram DMs is to cash collect between $50,000 to $100,000 for the month of January. And I believe I can easily do that just off of my old conversations I've had with people and just reactivating those, finding problems that need to get solved and solving those problems and making a lot of money. Hopefully that sparked some inspiration for you guys for a thing you guys could be doing today. You don't have to spend money on marketing to get new leads because you just work on your old ones, and you just spend the next week reactivating, calling, texting. Hey, how's it going? Just checking in. And sometimes the conversations might not lead to anywhere, and you just be a good person and you just spark a new conversation. And then that conversation might get that person back in the loop about you, and now you're posting stories, and now they're watching your stories, you're adding value, and eventually they become something in the future or something. I don't know. But there's nothing wrong with just having a conversation with somebody And if nothing comes out of it, nothing comes out of it. Appreciate you guys watching. Today it's Saturday. I am going to be reactivating with my team in all of our ecosystems, and we are just gonna have a reactivation day and week. I really want a big portion of my revenue this month to be from reactivation of leads. Once we have that dialed, we now know what we need to implement so we get the most out of the leads. Because when we have new leads coming in, those new leads will eventually become old leads. An old lead was once a new lead. So if I'm converting a bunch of these old leads, that means I just wasn't handling my leads correctly in the first place. And eventually, when I am paying for marketing dollars for new leads, my close rate's gonna be a lot higher. I'm gonna convert a lot more. And overall, I'm just gonna be making a lot more money. So, all right, guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And Happy New Year.